One evening on that particularly unsavory stretch of downtown Austin known as Dirty Sixth finally wore me down. I was sort of loitering outside the Thirsty Nickel, the fabulous friend, where neither of us really had any business being, but her husband was playing in a band on the other side of the glass at the front of the building. We were people watching, discussing photography, design, gender, writing, and fell upon the subject of my voice. I admitted that I can't stand the sound of it, and she was shocked. She told me I ought to blog on the same sort of subjects we were already talking about, things I'm already bringing up in person because they're important to me. She believes I should be talking about my work as an artist and about my experiences being transgender. A sincere interest in all of this will be proving her right and me wrong, but I assure you, I prefer to be proven wrong. So I was raised and socialized as a girl and lived as a woman for years before I learned the term genderqueer. And it spoke to much of what I've thought of as wrong with me, as far back as I can remember. I tend to like guys, so I sometimes describe myself, to minimize the confusion for cisheads, as basically a gay guy. I knew I liked guys, but I also wanted to be them. I couldn't be sure which I wanted more, to be with them or be them. I guess it was always a bit of both for me. I was still in high school when I realized I was not straight, though of course this is all in the context of our societal defaults of everyone being either male or female, and if you're born with a penis, you're male, and if you're born with a vagina, you're female. This is what most kids learn even today. And being trapped in Texas, I was stuck with that archaic notion myself. No one who's queer should be condemned to the nightmare of living in a backwards place like Texas. So I'll have to figure out what seems a good frequency for staying current-ish without succumbing to the temptation to spend more time and emotional energy here than I can realistically afford. However, I fell into the trap of debating with myself over what to discuss first and what next, closely followed by a trap of fretting over a veneer of professionalism. I know this lighting is terrible, and that will make my videos look bad. But think of it this way. You don't really want to see an ogre like me in proper lighting. I'm doing you all a favor by recording grainy videos because the only good lighting for my face is a blackout. My eyes are rather sensitive to bright light anyway, and this is the light in which I work as a painter. Behind me is one of my nearly completed canvases, a 6-foot tall painting of the Vela pulsar. It's sideways at the moment. I'm also in the process of moving to Helsinki, so any boost to that would be greatly appreciated. Of course, I've been studying the Finnish language since even before I could consciously accept the fact that I had to go there. I visited Finland for a while earlier this year, partly to attend the Sibelius Festival, but I stayed in Helsinki, Espoo, and Oulu, as well as Lahti. It's afternoon where I'm currently stuck, and I'm indulging in an intensely floral black tea from Russia in one of my favorite mugs. This is a thrift store find from Quebec, though unfortunately I've never had the pleasure of visiting Quebec. I've only flown over it on the way to or from Vanta. The thrift store was here. So watch this space for more about Finland, about trans issues, about being an artist, about theater. I'm a stage manager, and also a licensed massage therapist for 3 years now. My keen interest in anatomy and physiology predates my attending massage school, and that also informs my work as an artist. More recently, the imagery in my paintings has been based primarily in astronomy, but anatomy is a major influence as well. Cheers. Tschüss. Moi moi.